commentary be having them mixed up, baby. See, listen, this is why sometimes I know that I'm a smaller channel. And this is why I'm very careful on like certain things that I say, like I want Nicki to do, because I know Cardi is listening. And I know that they still, I know that these channels, a lot of y'all who are behind these channels, the ones I'm not, and listen, I'm gonna keep it real on you, and you might think it's shady. It's a lot of us who really be talking that shit behind these channels, and it's a lot of filler. So the ones who know who you know when we talk that shit and you know that they listening, you gotta be careful what you say, because sometimes no, I'm not helping the opposition at all. You know that they be listening. So I know for a fact that because Cardi is talking about how easy it was for people to get in. Oh, was you mad about my commentary saying that Ice Spice was at the Met Gala and how you didn't have a photo with her or something like that? Let's get into the real reason why they mad. But listen, let's get into the Princess Diana, and we'll be back after these messages. Heavy on it. New York, stand the fuck up. Yeah, that I know for a fact that I helped them, because last year when I remember, like maybe like 2 years ago, Mark, especially for the ones who really be talking that real shit. And listen, over here, I think the thing about it is I would be a more easier target if I was like a Tasha K, where I was defaming somebody. My channel is my opinion. You understand what I'm saying? And one thing about Cardi is that like I don't like the manipulation in her verbiage and her wordplay, bitch. Don't tell us that when people are listening to and people get more push and people put money behind people who really got the love and support. So why the fuck they put all that money behind Lotto and she still flopped? Why they put all that money behind you, and you have a lot of projects to your name, baby, including Blackpink, Anita, a lot of projects that didn't do well, baby girl. So it's like your projects that go through, and this is why I say it's the manipulation with young female rappers who may be inspired by you, and they're gonna get into this game and don't realize that they're not gonna get the same push as you. They're not, because it's not organic. Because you know, I sit back, even I watch Ice Spice songs. Her songs kind of grow slower on radio, kind of like how Nicki's do. It's not 1 million and 5 million updates. No, that's not organic. That's forced and that's pushed. Come on, even down to the girl talking about they was booking her for personality and she was telling them to book her for shows. That's even manipulation. You just talk too much. Listen, let's get into it. Let's pull up on that DJ. Let's bring it back and let's start it from the top. Let's just go straight into it, because I got.
It's mad that they not chose. Shout out my vatos. Shout out the hoes that's watching me like my vatos. Click.
Hoes that's watching me like my vatos. That's why I put that in my intro. Because there's always an op that's watching you that don't like you, or some mix up. It's a reason why that's there. Shout out my vatos. Shout out the hoes that's watching me like my vatos. Click, click, boom. Click, click. The girl is too smart for you dummies. So we are here to talk about, Nicki Minaj. She got a tour coming. She's been, talking about that on social media. Well, she was talking about it yesterday. And last night she was actually on. Everybody needs a little ego stroking, like to bring them back to the damn shore. So let me see who's up in here. Please make sure that you thumbs up. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well. Me too. She doesn't like you because you call her on her bullshit, and I'm glad you're exposing that fraud. It's not even like really exposing. It's just about having an open conversation. Like, you can't gaslight no motherfuckers. You talking about that you was getting booked for personality to host, and you was telling them to book you for shows. That mean that it wasn't organic still. You don't see that the whole shit is flipped? If they obviously they didn't want you for the music that you said that they was singing for show to show. And I mean, who can prove that now? I mean, only thing that we can do is go online and see Nicki's shows, a history of her vintage shows with fans from state to state. You trying to create like you had some shit like that, and it wasn't like that. Yeah, and I want to bring up the live. I want to bring up the live that she, when she was talking, but I don't want to go there right now. So hold on. Yo, I started my cleanse, and I started doing like my my cayenne water. Well, I only put like literally. I put like maybe I'm not going to even say 2 pinches. I literally take a pinch and put it in my water because I don't want it to be too hot. But I started doing that on Friday. And today I really do feel a lot better, like well-being overall. I really do feel better. So I don't know. I'm doing this cleanse called the Cleaner, and I like it. This is like, I do a cleaner cleanse. Like, I typically do it 2 times a year, but I hadn't done one in a while. So yeah, I did that. I feel a lot better, like overall. And it's probably like that. I'm one of those people. I love lemons. Before I went live, I ate like 2 lemons. I sliced them shits up. I love lemons like regular fruit. I don't know. Yeah, Yo, let me tell you, it was a perfect combination too. A lot of people they sleep, but I'm one of those people who put shit together. Yo, people used to not like that cranberry juice, but I'm telling you, I used to look like in the refrigerator, be like, damn, we got lemon juice and cranberry juice. I would put like a little splash of lemon juice in it. That shit to take it to a whole nother level. See, a lot of y'all be basic, like y'all don't know how to move around. You got to know how to mix that shit up. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's see. She's mad because she couldn't convince herself to lie hard. I want to bring this up because listen, I'm not even going to take all of the credit because I know that it's a lot of different guys on YouTube and she could be responding to anybody. But I personally feel like she does listen to this channel, and that's why a lot of people like you can't think just because you don't get that many views that nobody's listening. I know for a fact that people listen. I know that, and I know what they like, and that's why they come back. And I don't have to demean or do anything like that. And listen, she could feel the way that she does. And the way that she explained her come up is exactly how I remember it. I remember being at the Underrun tour. This Dominican girl who was at the Underrun tour kept talking about this girl who was bugging out on Instagram. And that's how I got introduced. So you do the history and figure out when that was. Oh, I know that. I know the history. You got to Love and Hip Hop and they wanted to make you into a rapper so the buck could keep going. That's what it was. You even said it in the live that you didn't even want to do music. So this is when I always say that you're not an organic rapper. And then every time when your song comes out, you have courtesy of another nigga behind it that's fucking another bit. Like, come on, she's a rapper, so she can't even have her nigga to herself. Like, she can't even just rip the balls and just be like, they mine. A portion of it belonged to Cardi B. He's responsible for your existence and your surfacing. So how can you get on these lives and just be so cocky? I don't understand it. You could never, you could never, and I've been saying this for years. You could never go and perform surgery and not have think that people are going to exalt you. It's a little delusional. Let me look at my internet history because now I want to bring that up, but I feel like I'm staring wrong. Let's start off with the AJ where she did the review of Renaissance. Let me know. Did you check out the review of AJ? She did a review of Beyonce's Renaissance months later. Her shit got like almost 400,000 views on YouTube already. A lot of people were upset. Listen, I don't um I don't see why people were mad. I felt like AJ has her own opinion. This is what y'all love her for. She came back because y'all beseeched the woman to come back. She was going through, I don't know if she was going through anything personal, but she was doing whatever she was doing. And she came back and she did this review. And when I tell you people are mad at this shit, a lot of the people are mad. But if you're a person like me who appreciates like a genuine person and personality, yeah,
You put on eyes on you when you perform.
we ain't playing that. She killed that shit. The way that she did the review. Give me a second. I want to bring this closer. But for pretty much what I wanted to say on this, because I'm not gonna play the songs because she's actually playing Beyonce songs. Um, for most of the album, she says she need more time with it. Like she couldn't get into it. The only song that she loved off Renaissance was Plastic Off the Sofa. She didn't like rapping Beyonce. She ain't like hold on a second. Let me position that. She didn't appreciate rapping Beyonce. She just didn't really like she didn't like the album at all, and that shit just got people in their feelings. Look at her face, and when she doing her face like that, it's not in a good way. I was like, yo, listen. Let me tell you this though. Everybody is entitled to their opinion of music, right? But I will tell you, a lot of people did spin the block on this album, and they did end up liking it. So I can respect that this is her organic response, but she was not feeling that sing rap Beyonce at all. Like even when I thought that Alien Superstar would snatch her up, it didn't. It just wasn't. She said, "I'm not connected with this album." Now, do you think that she said that she didn't hear the ballroom influence or anything like that? She didn't hear it on the album. I did. She said she kept hearing the African inspiration inspired music on the album. I did hear all of the elements on it. So this is another just quick segue that I want to take on top of this. This is how I know that I matter, because it's hundreds of channels. But when you focus on one thing that a person is saying, that's how you know what you're saying is potent. And you know that it's fucking with a person because you know that you see right through the situation. So in this matter, for a lot of people who love music, what would you rate her? Would you say that AJ doesn't have good musical taste? But she has a huge reach. Cardi has a huge reach. Doesn't mean that she's great. Yes, her musical taste could be bad. She didn't like any of the album, but I mean, she has the right to. Just like Scarlett, she running around talking about Cardi B paved the way for the girl in the Bronx. But when she gets up in the ranks and think that she gonna get that radio play and get pushed like that. That's why I don't like that. Don't manipulate. Don't lie to. And these people are inspired by bullshit. They inspired by bullshit. It's just like a fake gangster rapper. And it's like you acting gangster. Now somebody is inspired by you and they going out there taking people's lives, and you ain't even the person who you proclaim to be. This shit is just for entertainment purposes only, really. So listen, I didn't have a problem with her review. Like, yo, actually, after I listened to her review, it made me look up the tickets to see how the tickets, like what the ticket prices were. So right now in Houston, it's looking like, damn, just to sit on the second level, you're gonna be paying $600 through resale. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't push me away from Beyonce because I liked the album. I liked her facial expressions. I liked all of that shit. I felt like she gave it up good in this video. Let me read the comments to see if any of y'all watched that. Hold on a second. Yes, you see right through the situation, that part. Beyonce tour starts in 3 days. She about to come eat. Yeah. She really mad at herself, to be honest. Yeah, she mad at herself, the gal and mad. So I don't really want to. Let me see if I can play a little bit of it without
me energy.
She said it didn't give her energy. She did
not. Energy did not give me energy. Track number 6, Break My Soul. I definitely heard little bits of the song.
Let me see.
Heard the whole thing. That was a journey. So it wasn't the most enjoyable intro on my initial listen. Track number 2, Cozy.
Hold on. I just want to kind of get to I want to get to a little bit of the commentary. And then I only want to play a little bit because I want y'all to go check her video out because, of course, this is the reason why she put it up. But I think it was funny. I mean, she wasn't degrading Beyonce. You don't have to do everything and kiss somebody's ass. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce is huge, but shit, it's 1 million reviews. She was trying to vibe with it. Like, hold on. All right, we can't play. You know, I'm not trying to get no copyright.
Time with that.
Yeah.
Oh, Cozy, real quick. I like the beat, but I'm getting time with that. Did not connect. There was a lot said in the song.
She said, "I'm gonna need time with that."
Amazing. Okay, let's talk about Cozy real quick. I like the beat, but I'm gonna need time with that.
Damn.
Did not connect. There was a lot said in the song, you know, and I feel like I'm gonna need to listen to it again to like grasp whatever she was trying to convey.
Cozy was a good listen of mine, but I don't go to that. But you know what? To be honest with you, I'm one of those people when Beyonce comes out with the album, I listen to it a lot for maybe 1 or 2 months, and I don't play it no more. I got to be like on some shit where I'm like, want to hear it.
Hey, the message. Track number 3, Alien Superstar.
Please. Hold on. I just want to get to the commentary.
I liked the chorus. So that was Alien Superstar, and I will need time with this track.
Damn. People instantly loved that song.
I liked the chorus. I liked when she sang. I'm not a fan of Beyonce spitting bars on tracks.
Oh.
Maybe I just need time to get acclimated to it, but I'd rather her just, sing. Honestly. Track.
Listen.
Cuff It.
Well, listen, whatever with Cuff It, everybody like that. I think she didn't even really like Cuff It. But listen, what I want to tell you is she got to a point of the album where All Up in Your Mind was on. Now she did like it. She said, I want to like it. You know, she wanted to like it. But when she got to fucking what did she get to? By the time I think was it what song was that? I can't think of what it was towards the end of the album. She said, I'm ready for this to be over. And you know what? Another thing that got on her mind, where all the Blow fans at? The Beyonce Blow fans and the Beyonce Rocket fans. I tell you guys, those songs are not horrible, but people wonder that are true Beyonce fans when I tell them, when they say, hold on a second. Hold on.
Songs.
Cuff It?
It was better than, the other songs. I'm glad she sang.
She being shady.
The lyrics.
She being shady.
I will need more time with the song.
Yeah.
Track number 5.
I'm going to adopt that. I'm going to need more time with that. Oh man, I love this article that I read about copycats though. It read that people who are influenced by people, but they show it, and then there's people who, it's just, I'm telling you, this article was amazing. I'm gonna try to pull it up for the Cardi B part because it was really interesting. Yeah. Hold on a second. What song is this? That was Energy. Yo, the facials is just crazy. I love the video. Shit, we can't listen to stuff to just hear praise all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Hold on. All right, let's get off of that. Check her channel out. She did a review of Renaissance. I felt like it was really, really funny. I want to, if there's one more piece that I want to show you, it was towards the end of the album. She said she was ready for
this to say about a Beyonce project, especially coming from... It's like I don't have words to express. Really, girl, Pure Honey, no. That outro was cute, but damn, it's like I don't have words to express how much I am not connecting with this album, at least on my initial listen. I'm just happy that we're almost over.
Ooh.
And that is blasphemous.
Did she just say, I'm just happy we're almost over? Yo, hold on.
Album, at least on my initial listen. I'm just happy that we're almost over. And that is blasphemous. Oh my God. To say about.
But I will say this. I think she's doing that with her. Let's be honest, right? I don't think she hates Beyonce, but I think she's using her personality. Look at her fucking channel. She has almost 350,000 views. You don't think that she knows that people get off on this shit? Come on, you have to think about this. Now, I will tell you this. When I do commentary on Nicki about how I feel about music and stuff like that, I give my genuine opinion. I only talk about the stuff that I like. And it's kind of like in my niche of female rap. So even though, I might not really like a person's music, then you still got to keep in the mix, in the movement of things, you have to broaden, and I still want to broaden even more. But yeah, she's aware of what she's doing. She know that people likes her facial expression. She know that line right there was going to gag people. I can't wait for it to be over. Like, what? DJ, pull up on it one time. One more time.
That outro was cute, but damn, it's like I don't have words to express how much I am not connecting with this album, At least
You know what? I want to say this too. And not to say that this matters, but it does fucking matter because I'm so proud of myself. Do you know that I did not know that this is where this was on this video? And I just dragged my fucking cursor right there and did it. So it's like, God, thank you for being on my side and helping me be on time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. I didn't know. I could have clicked right there. I didn't know. I might have had, as soon as I clicked it, it was right there. It was like right there. You know what I'm saying? It was right there. I don't know. So I just felt like it was more funny because listen, as I told you, after this, I even went and looked up Beyonce tickets. So this is not going to stop anything.
it's cute, but damn, it's like I. It's like I don't have words to express
What?
how much I am not connecting with this album, at least on my initial listen. I'm just happy that we're almost over. And that is blasphemous to say about a Beyonce project, especially coming from a fan, like a huge fan. Track number 16,
All right.
the last track on this album.
All right, we done with that. Let's get off of that. So make sure you check out her channel on YouTube. So if you can check out the full review, her name is AJ Deluxe. And like I said, I think this is why too many artists get cooped up on one person's opinion. We are one person. Like, you know, like you can have an opinion. You might not like a song by somebody. That doesn't mean you might not like them, you know? I felt like not only did she give her honest opinion of how she felt about the album, she also sold her personality and what she did well. I felt like she did a good job. Let me know if you feel like she did a good job on that video, or do you feel like she was just straight out hating? Let me see what they saying. Oh man, that was funny. She in Twitter, right? She mad because people clocking. See about that album. I'm addicted to the Princess Diana. That's what's up. Renaissance just had too many experimental sounds. I miss pop R&B Beyonce. I'm not gonna lie, the album was fire. Me too. I felt like it was good. It's just gonna have memes for days. Word. I felt like, yo, I seen so many different memes of been watching that clip, right? I also felt like just different, gifs, gifs off of that because her facial expressions was just so funny. She was like, I'm just happy we're almost over. I said, damn, that shit, it made me feel away. Like I felt that shit. I felt something in my body when she said that. I don't know why, if it was just Beyonce or something, but I felt something like in me. I felt something like for real. So the energy. She said, "Big, oh my God, Blow is an amazing song, but it's too long. I don't want to do it. I know that it has a beautiful music video with roller skates and wait, I can't wait to and keep me coming, keep me going, tear the cherry out. I know, but I tell you, if I'm gonna go to a song, it ain't gonna be that one. It ain't gonna be that, and it ain't gonna be Rocket. Oh, Rocket or Blow gonna have to come on if I'm cleaning and I'm far away from the damn control panel. Yeah, that's the only way that it's gonna play straight through. I'm just telling you, I don't enjoy those long songs like that. I just don't, and I think that's why I even skip over. You know what song that I skip, and you probably gonna feel like this is crazy, but I don't really play that. Barbie. Barbie. The song is just too long. I love the shout outs at the end that she did, and she's like, I love my fans, I love you so much. What's the name of the song Nicki did with on her album? Chun Sui. Chun Sui is not a go-to for me all the time. I know my go-tos. Chun Li is a frequent go-to. At least a few times a month I listen to that song. I listen to that song at least once a week. Moment for Life. I know that I play that song at least a couple times a month. It just depends. I play a lot of music, but certain songs I just don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure y'all the same way. You know the lyrics probably, but you just don't play it like that. That's like Rich Sex. I don't play that song like that. I've been said let's wait, Red Ruby, because it does cap and they ain't got nothing. Fly. You don't like Fly? Me either. I could do without Fly. I came to live as a young girl. Impressive did a good video on Rihanna today. I really liked her video and how she laid it out. And I liked how when she got to the part about Nicki, she played the audio with Nicki hung up on that girl who was like, what's going on with you and Rihanna? Will y'all ever? She was like, Precious? That shit was so funny. That shit had me dying. Real talk. So let's see. Keep me coming, keep me going. Yeah, it's just too much. And then the whole rocket to waterfall. It's just too much. Like I like it, but it's way too much. I know what these niggas like, and it's not my charm. I'm not stupid. It's 250 on my arm. She like money more than what? That's a fact. You think pussy's everything? Okay, have a chat. Ass fat pussy. Flip me to a rich nigga who gon' Rico Ace me, pay me for my money, Mitch nigga. I'ma help you fuck the check up. I'ma run the business. If your girl don't get it poppin', put me on the wish list, hit list. Now we sending gifts like if it's Christmas. He said, baby, every day we ballin'. I say swish, swish. God, I'm calling nonstop. Yo, she went in on that though. She went in on that just to get up in the mood. Like when Nicki be doing her lyrics, I be feeling like she's putting her attitude like, God, I'm calling nonstop. Yeah, she killed that shit. I like the verbiage on that was really, 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 really good. Really, 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 really good. The rich crew, that's my rich too. Yeah. God, I'm calling nonstop. Oh man, let's see where I'm gonna go next. I like C Now Transformer. Yeah, but I don't stream C Now like that. But I think she killed it. Or play over other songs with me. Give me a second. I don't know why that should keep freezing. I think I gotta get my computer updated. I just got my like virus protection and everything updated. This is why I gotta switch back to the Mac because this HP shit is just getting on my nerves. I be feeling like this is what be making my computer freeze, and I be listening to my audio back. I'm like, why does my audio sound bad? Like sometimes it just sounds like it freezes. That shit get on my nerves. It's the computer. Like, um, wait, favorite been on replay for a while. Yeah, favorite too. Verse. Let's see if you let that broke nigga. I'm telling, they delivering my Lambo all white with a tan bow. Yeah, I like Chun Sui too, but is Chun Sui a go-to? Do you think about Chun Sui like how you think about Hard White? Hard White has more investment in my frontal cortex. I'm gonna go and play that song first. Be honest, do you play Chun Sui? I play Hard White more than anything. Probably because it's on my playlist too, because it is one of my favorite songs. So listen, let's move on. So Little Kim was at the Lovers and Friends. You know, they invited her back this year. That's love that they invited Kimmy Blanco back. If it's one thing Little Kim gonna do, is she gonna get that back. Give me that bag, give me that bag. All I want is that bag. Give me that bag, give me that bag. All I want is that bag. I like that song though. I ain't trying to be funny, but you know, that song is hard. Give me that bag, give me that bag. So let me bring Little Kim up. Do I want to go to the Twitter or do I want to go to you? Let me go to the Shade Room. Oh, the Shade Room post is right here. Yo, she was really trying to rock that little Uzi shit. What did y'all think about that? Lil Kim is so little. She be doing them little dance moves. I know she hyped up. Somebody got her hyped up doing like, do that shit, Kim. You could tell she be rock, 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 rock. I was like, yo. Weird shit, Kevin, you know? Okay. Mm. Why they ain't had a part where they held her leg up at the end? That's true. One thing about Kim, she gonna do what the fuck she want to. That's true. Get that money, Kim. I ain't mad at that. You know, people. Um, I think it's funny just to see her doing that though. I think with Little Kim, right? Follow the mind frame of her, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with it because all female rappers dance a little bit or whatever. But I think all throughout Little Kim career, she's always tried to do stuff. She's always done stuff like that, like try to be current. And I know a lot of people now this is true. They might clown her for doing that, but she's always done stuff like maybe dance to a certain song that might have been out right now or something like that. So I've always seen her do that. But I think she feels as though maybe it keeps her connected to the younger music or whatever. I don't know. But to me, she was getting that money. What y'all think about it? She was getting her bread. So I mean, she's working. She got royal reign. Kim got to get them checks. Listen, obviously she did something good for the crowd. You got to admit, she did something good for the crowd. They invited her back this year. So shit, they wanted to keep it going. I seen Remy Ma, but they only had like a 15-second clip of her. I ain't seen nobody who like had a long form clip of her performing. The leg up was too much for me. They danced like Baby Shark. No, Kim. Why you say that? Little Kim is a snitch. Why you say she a snitch? Child, not hold her leg up at the end. Yeah, she held her leg up at the end. Let me go on Twitter. Let me go on Twitter so I can find this. Sound like she's saying low key. She opened doors for the new girls. I'm reading some. Let me save this. Let me bookmark this. Let me bookmark that so I could go back to it later. All right. Little Kim and Missy Elliott also performed too. You know, Missy Elliott, to me, from my take, and I always even said this even before I did commentary, Missy Elliott never performed like that, like doing concerts or shows, unless she was like on a tour with somebody. She never did shows and like come into the hood like a Foxy or a Kim, going to the clubs or the lounges like to get the money. Missy wasn't an artist who did that. Missy only did big shit. She was only involved in big stuff like that. And sometimes this is what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to, like, of course, you get to a point like Nicki can't do no little ass club. We know that. We can't expect her to perform at the damn Peach Bar at the end of at the you know what I'm saying, on the corner. We can't expect her to do that. But I think when you never did it, it's just different. So seeing Missy perform was good, but I wish she would have performed more. Like it would have been like more Missy shows and me like, okay, maybe I'll go check her out or whatever. But let's see. Open doors. Oh, I'm just reading some shit. I'm trying to catch. All right, so Little Kim. Let me just put Little Kim in. You know her fans go. One thing I'm gonna say about Little Kim fans, they keep some shit going. Let me share this from you. One thing I will say about them, right? Her fan base might not be as big as Nicki's, but her fans, they loyal. They be out there and they be moving the same way as Foxy fans too. You know, Foxy is less active, so she pops up more, so her fan base is active. Even if it's in a smaller number, you know? So let's see. So Kim is rocking. Okay. Kimmy Pronto. I'm trying to find this is what it was. Little Kim pays homage to Nicki Minaj. That's crazy. When I tell you that's crazy, I also got this video that I wanted to play of this guy where he did this video, Cardi B. I wanted to find a video to this, but let's see. She's so tiny. Let me offer some advice since you know that they listening. Now, I always see Little Kim here and there with those shirts on, but she don't have no point of sale. It's like, Kim, you know that your fans is out there. They still want to support you. Why she ain't got no place of like, even if I'm guarantee you that she has I ain't going to listen. She don't got Nicki Minaj level and, you know, capacity of fans, but she got fans that will support her. It's like, I don't understand. I feel like this, right? The female rappers who came from back in my day, they were less entrepreneurial spirited. They were just kind of like systematic where they wanted to, I'm going to be honest with you. It's good to have them endorsements and all of that. It is good to have that. And it's amazing, especially when you're influential like Nicki and could get not no motherfucking Walmart or Fashion Nova. I'm talking about Fendi. That's a big deal. Could you imagine? Let me tell you this, right? It's certain shit that we don't see. But could you imagine with a Nicki the day before her line goes live and she's like, what if nobody shows up? What if nobody supports me? This stuff is expensive. Will they support me? Will they buy it? Will it sell out? You talking about a bitch who's selling shit for hundreds of dollars. That's a big deal. Could you admit you'll never know the pressures and the stress of a Nicki Minaj? I'm telling you. Could you imagine having a luxury brand give you a line and having to sell that shit out? It's different levels. That's what I'm telling you. A lot of people they try to discredit Nicki, and it might be a little inappropriate over this video right now. But yeah, like let's listen. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Yeah, like get these T-shirts sell, baby. Get the Queen Bee on the back of them, baby. Throw them up for $50. You know your fans will buy them. There ain't no sense. Why you performing on these shows with these shirts? It's like put them shits up on a website. Yeah, I know y'all need to make this money. Get this money. You know, Kim will probably sell. She probably could sell out. They love to support anything that she's doing. She can, but see, you know, things get weird with contracts and stuff. She can't just redistribute her music. I don't know what her situation is. I'm pretty sure if she want to, see, I don't know her and Foxy contracts. Like, I don't know if they, you know how Ashanti is 20 years and she's out of her deal. Maybe she signed a better deal than them because if I was Foxy, I would re-record Il Nana over. But see, it's different for her now because she lost her hearing, so it might not sound the same. But how Ashanti is trying to do that, I think that's dope because you need that money. That goes back to your legacy and everything. Like, you know, not everybody gets that opportunity. So what's up, Honeybee? Kim should have her own business, but you write about a lot of artists from back then. They're not business savvy. They relying on just, you know, being a part of a brand and saying that they're shouting somebody else. And this is what I said even when me and my brothers and we was grinding, like even when we used to like write little rhymes like back in the days, right? All up in our hood, everybody would be claiming this set and claiming this, and they want to be down with this and now this. This is what I told them, and this was back then, right? This is early 2000s. I said, what is the point of getting under somebody else's umbrella and screaming their overhead? Now I'm screaming your shit for what reason? If there's no money involved, you scream that shit when it's young money. You know, the checks is good. The artist is talented and really got the organic fan base. Cardi really tried to do that talk and mix it up like she had this organic fan base when we know that shit is paid for and pushed. My opinion is paid for and pushed because we've had so many situations where we literally sat back and waited for releases to come, and we knew that what it was going to do based off of it not being released through Atlantic, and we watched it do what it do. And then when her shit comes out, even with hot shit, even though she knows that song was a failure by her standards, it still got more than an average black girl streams, and that song was not good. They gave that to you. You tried to make it seem like Lotto, like you said that, oh, they give people push and they put money into people who they're listening to. Well, why they ain't listening to Lotto? They put 20 million radio on that song within 2 weeks and ain't nobody listened to it. It charted 1 week at number 85 and it fell back down. Who's listening to that? If it had viewership, listenership, it would have stuck. Red Ruby the Sleeves is getting minimal radio play. It should be getting 500,000 updates daily. That shit is still on Billboard, going on 10 weeks. So it's like, your equation is not making sense. So it's like Nicki got to struggle and strive, and y'all just get thrown it because they want y'all to appear as you are it, but it's really not. So and now she using words in her video talking about analytics. Yeah, baby, I know you've been listening. I know you be. What's that shit Remy said? I know these bitches be listening instead of thinking them dissing them. That's what she was talking heavy to Lil Kim back in the day. I know these bitches be listening instead of thinking them dissing them, but they pussy. They don't want to fuck with reminiscing them. Yeah. Well, now how is her fashion going in how is her fashion going in Kmart? What are you talking about? You talking about is like that's when Nicki started? Yeah, she started in Kmart and then she progressed and then she got a deal with Fendi. I want to ask you, how would you feel if your name was attached to a brand that is high priced, whatever? Do you want to know something? You want to talk about some motherfucking analytics? Do you know what about studies and marketing? If people do studies, they would show that crowd out in Thailand was not responsive. That's a study. That's a like, that's interesting. What does that mean? Because if you are an observer, right? So based on Nicki Minaj and her stats and it had to be some sort of market research done on her fan base. What does that mean? That means that this artist is not that much in a risk pool because people is going to show up and they're going to show, they could just tell. I don't know what they did or how they came to that type of analysis, but I think that a Beyonce could do it. I think a Rihanna could do it. I think a Nicki could do it. As much as they try to push and promote a Cardi, she don't got that je ne sais quoi like Nicki. She don't make people spend money. If that was the case, all of them $400 tickets would be sold out in the front row at Summer Jam right now. All of them. The highest price in that Summer Jam is $400. I think the front row might have been $1,000, right? Or something like that. But it's $400. 400. That whole shit should be lit up already. That shit should be gone. It's only 18,000. So it's like, don't force people to try to like, this is what I'm saying. You have to continue to think and brainstorm on shit because people try to make it seem like you crazy and like, oh no, they have to, come on. Come on. So listen, because how come to a record label and you guys didn't even make 88 cents off of each album? I'm just wondering how many albums a year Nicki could push out. I mean, you do the research. You know, Wikipedia is there. They have all of her sales there. That's the very reason why the older artists mad at Nicki, because she was business savvy. Yeah, they wasn't worried. You have to make sure that the business is done right. When the business is done right, everything else falls into place. That's why I don't give a fuck when people say that they don't like Nicki and she might be a bitch and this and that. I look at her interactions with her fans. She treats her fans amazingly. She actually is closer to her fans than a lot of people are. And she makes people want to copy that. And you know what? Let me go get my phone so I could bring this up before I go. What I'm gonna play. So I need to go get my other phone so I could find this article. Yeah, that's why I'm telling you. How many of y'all remember during the Queen era when Nicki was on, when Nicki had said something about her fans are like family and something like that, and Cardi went right on her live and said the same thing. It was like she wanted to be just like her, and I'm telling you, I thought it was something sick. I thought maybe she wasn't aware of it, especially when it came to her look, because the way that her hairstyle is, Tokyo Styles. Baby, don't try to make it seem like this whole situation is just about you being fake pushed. This whole situation is a conundrum. There's so many different things that's going with this shit. It's the look. It's a lot of things. It's a lot, Cardi. It's a book report. It's a lot. It's something that somebody could write an essay on. It's really interesting too. If you want to be honest, from the look, from the beef, to the lie about the shit that happened on Twitter, it's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And it's jealousy. And that's all it is, in my opinion. So let's see. Give me a second. Yep, I remember Sheila just scary and where would you say doppelganger or whatever? Yes, Nicki is smart, true. Yeah, yeah, man. And then I think it hurts a person when it gets to a point where you can't fuck with a person who you loved before. Like, and it's like you think that you could compete because these algorithms and the way that they pushed you. And you talk about, yeah, they put money into people, but it's like not every project comes out with an ample support and push behind it. You tell us how that song Hot Shit, you remember when we was on here, this is why you got to reiterate shit when it comes to Cardi, because she'll try to talk over something and make it seem like you don't know what you're talking about. We literally sat up here and watched Hot Shit and honestly, I think it had almost 40 million in radio. It had about 40 million in radio. It was like 37, 39. I can remember, rounded up, that's 40. She had about 40 in radio. And that song was not charting on Apple Music. It wasn't on Shazam. And I was saying to y'all, I said, it's not charting across the board. So that means what? That there is no interest there. But this woman has almost 40 million impressions. Doechii can't get that. Bia can't get that. What is so great about this person that she has all of this? And that's what makes the playing field unfair, because you're not great. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is what makes it unfair. You don't deserve that over nobody else. I wish that no, I'm not gonna say be a song. She should be successful in her own right, but Doechii deserved that 40 million on Persuasive, that 40 million on What It Is. It's better music. But they got to struggle and strive and bubble under the top 100 radio for 96 days. Her song been on radio for 96 days. She just now touching number 96 on Quorb. Come on. They got to struggle and strive, but you get it for songs that people, and they force you on us. Fuck out of here. And it's all a competition whether you're talking about, oh, I did the fashion, I did this. No, you was tacky as hell when you first came out too. And then it's like you said all of that shit because you really mad at Ice Spice because she was at all of these events and you probably expected that she was going to come up to you. Like, nah, Cardi, I feel like Cardi feels as though like she feels to this point, and this is why. Now, I would admit to you, if Cardi was an organic artist and she has some sort of history, like, oh no, I used to do this, I used to write poems, and I used to, ask everybody, I got my footage, and she was a rapper, she took this shit as a lick, and then she got in it and she returned toxic. It's like, you're not even a rapper and you here being cocky. Like, that shit don't listen. She's actually talking to Nicki and wants to be with Nicki, and she's mad that Nicki doesn't want to. I want to say I don't know if she's sexually attracted to her, but I feel as though that it's a dislike and it's a disdain, like, for Nicki. Now that she see, I don't know, maybe she felt as though she could have her way. Then she said Nicki wanted her to be on. No, she said that she wanted. Nicki said that Cardi asked her to be on Barty or Cardi. Who knows? Give me a second. So yeah, shout out to Lil Kim before we get off of that. Shout out to Lil Kim. She's always showing up, getting a check. I ain't mad at this. She's let me see if I could find some other videos of her. She came out with Christina Aguilera too. I think now I want y'all to say this, right? And I'm saying this as a Foxy Brown fan. I know that Foxy going through her shit or whatever the case may be, but as a Lil Kim fan, I know y'all got to feel good because it's like she's still surfacing. I know I keep saying that, but to me, it's a blessing to see the artists that came up when I was back from with back in the day and seeing them and just still seeing that they are okay. I'm pretty sure that they have struggles behind the scenes too. I remember Lil Kim said her father died maybe like a few years or something ago like that. So celebrities go through the same things that we go through, but to me, it's still good to see them showing up and working. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, and then to me, I felt like that was good that Christina Aguilera was there. She actually had her own set, right? So she doing Christina Aguilera. Now I thought Lovers and Friends was more of like a urban circuit. So she hitting our circuits now. Yeah, she made sure listen. They probably paid her a bag too. You think? I'm drinking this Simply mocktail, this strawberry and guava. I'm gonna tell you this. You're gonna think I'm being fake, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you. So I since on Friday and I use the original Listerine every day. And something about this cleanse, like I just feel different. Like I feel different. Like I swear to God, that strawberry guava, like I feel like I can taste the strawberries and it's like the crisp and like freshest. I promise you. I promise. So anyway, Lil Kim was out there working and getting her check, you know what I'm saying? So I could never hate on her like that. We might all talk our little shit here because we love, if our fave is the opposite or whatever. But I always hold Foxy down, but I would never take away that Kim. She out here worked. I guarantee you she made some thousands being there as well. Kim gonna make sure Royal Rain got the money and she got the money too, for sure. So you can't be mad at the mother out there working and getting it. I can't be at all. White people don't mess with Christina. That's why she's been a Latina artist the past 10 years. Damn. So she doing the Negro circuits. She doing this. Yeah, okay. I could kind of see that. She out there trying to work it. Okay, Christina. Yep, Lil Wayne really the GOAT. Yeah, Lil Wayne still that guy. I'm the number one most favorite fashion. Everybody loves my high fashion, even the knockoff I invest in. I just know your favorite fashion going to be your number one most hated rapper. I really don't. Well, that sounds like a song. I own a Birkin store, the Louis store. I bought our fashion with my first record deal. I bought the label. That sounds like a rap. All right. Husband wear look like some point, babe. His face changes. Just saying. Oh, okay. So listen, let's get off of that. So that's Christina Aguilera. Okay, Remy Ma. Okay, let's bring this up real quick. She was doing whatever. Don't you know Queen B got that ilty, bro? Hey, let me show you. Hey, pull up the dice. Pull up the dice. Anything going out like dice. Hey. I like that she's mixed that up with that song because you know that she's been performing that song for years, so at least she mixed it up with the Money Ain't a Thing. I like how that intro, I like how that mixed up. Hold on. Money ain't a thing, throw it out like rice. Been around the world. Who's this? Oh, she performing that. Wake me up.
Come on, bro. You a mean bitch. Hey, wake me up when the morning comes. You bitches ain't humble enough. When the morning comes. Let's go when the morning comes. Wake me up when the morning comes. When the morning comes.
Okay, so Remy had on her pink Balenciaga. Eve was there? Hold on.
Drop your glasses, shake your asses.
I just want to say this to y'all in case y'all don't know. She was dissing both Foxy and Kim on this first verse throughout the whole song. She was. Drop the glasses, fake your asses, fake screwed up like you having hot flashes. Yeah, she was going at them. That's what I'm saying. These female rappers ain't never been lice. Don't let them lie to you.
Drop the glasses, shake your asses. Screwed up like a hot flashes. Which one pick one?
This was plastic. I'm plastic. Yeah.
Listen to me, baby, relax. It's all past. This one strong.
She told Foxy and Kim, ain't no stress when I get the stage, you get what you see. Like saying, like, I don't know if she's saying they was wearing too much makeup, but she was talking shit. Yeah, ain't no stress when I get the stage, you get what you see.
Be labeled as a hazard. Some of y'all niggas hot psych. I'm gassing. Clowns, I spot them and I can't stop laughing. Easy come, easy go.
You gonna be lasting.
Jealousy, let it go. Some of y'all ain't writing well too, cause I'm a fashion. None of you went to Zell, can walk in, imagine.
A lot of y'all Hollywood drama.
Cast it, cut, bitch, camera off.
No shit, blasted.
I had to put you up.
It feels good that I could sit here, right? And like acknowledge this song, because back in that era, I'm telling you, I was a part of that whole movement. Oh, it was fuck Eve. I ain't fuck with her like that because it's like, who is she talking to? I'm telling you, that was the talking. Who is she? And I was like, I couldn't. This is why now I make it my point to enjoy what I enjoy, right? This is why Asian doll fans, they got mad at me because they tried to pull some tweet up where I was being critical of Asian having this fake New York shit. But I listened to her new song and I liked it. And so they tried to quote tweet me like, oh, you said this before or whatever. So what? I did say that before, but I could say if I liked a current song. But back then, I wouldn't, even though I knew the lyrics to this song, I didn't really enjoy it because it was like, I was just caught up like, yo, who is she talking to? Like, you know? She was, and then she came out with "Who's That Girl" too. Who's that girl? The next album was that this album. I think it was the next album, but she was still dissing on that too. So it's like, come on. That's why I don't like when people they try to go and they try to make it seem like, oh, it was all peace, and when like, you know, I remember the female rappers being that all at the video. It's like they all say there's one little bullshit thing, and then everyone starts saying that dumb shit. They all start doing it. So please, and that shit was fake anyway. Because why was they okay with Foxy not being included in a lot of shit? I know she probably didn't fuck with a lot of them either, but a lot of that shit is fake, in my opinion. So who else is left on here? I ain't even hey, yo, why you and I know that song because she put that at the end of one of her videos. Missy was good for that, for putting a song at the end of her video, just like that. Stop selling cracks to the blacks. I like that. I think that was back. I think that was on the end of that song, Pastor Dutch. That's when Missy started to fall off, and I knew it too. I'm telling you, I have been invested into this female rap shit for a long time. When Missy came out with that album, The Cookout, I knew that her musical buzz was kind of fading, because it was just like Pastor Dutch. It didn't really hit as hard as like I know she wanted it to. I could just tell that it was changing. Then she had this other song. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? It was like dun, 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 dun. It just wasn't picking up like it did. And then, you know, she kind of went away for a minute. But then I did like that song she came out with. I think she had a few. She has another song that she came out with. She was really spitting on it too. Ninth Inning. I think I like Ninth Inning. And another song she had. I can't remember the name. It's on my iPhone, but yeah. So it looked like Missy, looked like her budget was up with her look and all of that. You think Missy had real crystals on? She looked like money though. Can't front. She looked like money. M-O-N-E-Y, you're so good with me. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Shake up the dice, roll up the ice, bet it all, player, fuck the price. What's this? If that's what make her feel good, she like to dance. Keep dancing. You know what I'm saying? You know, she did Dancing with the Stars, so maybe Kim just feels like this is a part of who she is. You know, she incorporates dancing into a lot of her sets, so that also shows that she's still requiring a certain amount of money to perform. You know, she probably getting her little 10 to 20,000, however she get. How much? I'm pretty sure her fans is watching. Somebody gonna say something. I'm pretty sure Kim is probably. I think she's probably at least getting at least between 15 to 20K a show. Let me know if you think that's about right. At least 20K for a Lil Kim. I think. At least. Lil Kim at the grand opening Chanel. You know, her fans do some, let me tell you something. They do some crazy things. I tell you, and if you get it, you get it. They all, okay. Hold up.
Say what?
So let me say this to you, right? Just to make it full. Lil Kim fans, like if Nicki pops up, like say she has a picture with something that could have been similar to something that Kim had, they always post a picture of Kim in it. They always do it. And when did I see this? This was 19 hours ago. Tell me if you don't think that this is clockwork. They do it. They always watching. They watch it. I'm telling you. And out of this 241 people that's here, please make sure that you thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, all of that. Out of the 241, it's some haters. It's some haters. It's some haters. And, you know, they don't have anything else but to do than to just, you know what I'm saying? So while you at it, please make sure that you follow and you stream the Nicki Minaj Army playlist. I'm going to pull that up right now. On Spotify, make sure that you follow. Go to Spotify, follow the Nicki Minaj Army playlist. Make sure that you follow. You're streaming Princess Diana, Red Ruby the Sleeves, which is going on 10 weeks on Billboard. Support that. Princess Diana is stable at number 29 this week. That's the prediction for this week. So make sure that you're still streaming that. That song is starting to grow on radio. We're not getting the 5 million updates like Cardi gets. You know, she gets all of the radio play for some reason. And I would really want to ask the industry, why does she deserve that over, you know, the radio execs? Like, why does she deserve radio play over artists who have better music? Is she trying to chop it up to make it seem like, oh, it's about people listening? No, it's not about that. Hold on a second. How do I get to my give me a second. Let me click on that. Blue. For some reason. Hold on. Yeah, so make sure that you check that out. Let me bring it over here while I'm searching for this on the other side. Notifications. Let's see more. Yo, I'm trying to look for my marks. For some reason, it's missing from the damn panel. Let me just put Cardi B. see if I could find this same video. I try to bookmark it in case I can't find it no more. Give me 1 second. I want to find the full live. It was a video that somebody had. Come on, man. Why all of a sudden that shit ain't there no more? Messages, notifications, explore. Where's the bookmarks? Give me a second. Let's see. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to find this video. For some reason, when I go to the mobile version of Twitter, it's not bringing it up. Let's see. 120. See Twitter bookmarks. Google. So hopefully they'll link me directly to it. Bookmarks. Nah, I still ain't do it. I want to find the whole live. I don't want the chopped up version. Like I see, Got the Scoop. They have some chopped up versions of it. It was a 16-minute video that was for full video. That's the one that I want. Let me put Cardi B live. All right, cool. We got it. So let's share this and bring up Cardi B's live. And listen, let me ask you this. Let me know if you feel as though that she's talking to YouTubers. I feel like, listen, so let's get straight into it. Let me know if you feel as though that she's talking to YouTubers specifically. And I feel like she's responding to my video where I was talking about her come up in her grind and shit like that. So let me know what you think about it. Let's go.
It's been long overdue, and I've been holding this shit on my chest heavy. So there's a lot of music commenters that like to talk shit about females.
Let's go back.
But it's been long overdue, and I've been holding this shit on my chest heavy. So there's a lot of music commenters that like to talk shit about females. They like to talk shit, period, about people that's in the music industry and everything. But the thing about it is that it's like, before you...
And you know what, to be fair, let me back this up, right? I want to say this again because I always like to reflect on stuff that I said. I don't think that she's talking just to me. I think that she's talking to a lot of people, but I do think that she does watch this channel because it's a lot of people who give her the fucking business. A lot of people who I like and I listen to their channel. I know that they give her the business and I know that she don't like that shit. And she'd be like, oh, shout out to this person for holding me down, whatever. Listen, we only do this shit because it's the truth. And you have manipulated this. You tried to manipulate this by being a copycat so bad. Like, I'm going to let her rock. I'm going to mute my mic so I can go get my phone.
But it's been long overdue, and I've been holding my chest heavy. So there's a lot of music commenters that like to talk shit about females. They like to talk shit, period, about people that's in the music industry and everything. But the thing about it is that it's like, before y'all become music, before y'all put a mic in front of y'all and y'all start commenting and y'all start talking shit, y'all should really make y'all research on artists that y'all talking shit about. And I want to make this very clear. I'm a self-made bitch. I'm a super self-made bitch. I made myself. Before a TV show made me, I made myself. And also, I really want to thank anybody that do their research on me and stand up for me, because a lot of people don't be standing up for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real popular to talk shit about Cardi. And I want to thank this girl named Damaris, because she be standing up for me like crazy. And like, she be speaking for me. And like, when a man stand up for you, that's great. But when a female stand up for me, that means the world to me. So I want to give you a little bit of her story. All right. I want to rewind it, because I feel like my success impact y'all so fast that I don't think that y'all was with me in the 2014s, 2015s and everything. And let me tell you how Cardi B got started, right? Before I was on Love and Hip Hop, 2 million followers, right? 2 million
All right, hold on.
My page got deleted about 3 or 4 times because I used to pop heavy out my
All right, I had to go get my phone. I want to make sure she ain't say nothing that I wanted to respond to, because you know you can't just let people slip through on your airwaves just saying anything.
It is like before y'all put a mic in front of y'all and y'all start commenting and y'all start talking shit, y'all should really make research on artists that y'all talking shit about. And I want to make this very clear. I'm a self-made bitch. I'm a super self-made bitch. I made myself. Before a TV show made me, I made myself.
Now, I can agree with that, Cardi. I told you that in 2014, when I was on the Run tour, this girl, then when I clicked on your page, and then listen, even to the point where she said her pages was getting deleted. I seen that because when I'm telling you, I used to follow her and see her crazy rants and stuff. A lot of us have. Don't, even before Love and Hip Hop, let's keep it honest. Even if you catch this broadcast after, did you know about Cardi B before Love and Hip Hop? You ain't saying nothing new to New Yorkers, Cardi. I'm from New York. We knew about you before Love and Hip Hop. I didn't just know about you from Love and Hip Hop. This is why I'm the one who does the commentary that says that you made it to Love and Hip Hop and you had to keep the buck going. So then y'all started pushing music on us. You even said that you didn't even want to do music. It was at the suggestion of somebody else. Most of the female rappers who we love and adore, they all wanted to do music. It didn't just fall on them. And then you know what? I'm happy that I thought about this because I was thinking about this before I went live. Even your girl Megan Thee Stallion was subliminally dissing you. She said, I ain't just wake up one day and just want to be a rapper. Yeah, baby, she was dissing you, before y'all did that WAP and, when she was trying to be cozy with Nicki and all that. But, think about a person like you is, and I don't even think that you see it, that you're so insecure that you will allow a person who even talked about you to be around you because you're so low and weak. And this is why they don't like Nicki, because Nicki is the type of person when you wrong her, it's over. She done with you. I had my friend back in the day, she told me that she said a person got one time to show me a thing and we done. It's a lot of forgiving people. And I think when you're operating from a lower esteem, I think that it's easy for you to just keep allowing people to keep hurting you and bringing them in and shit like that. That's why Cardi, even though Azealia Banks has probably said worse things about Cardi than I have, right? And we all remember the rants that she used to go on Cardi. Oh, she wants to style her. She wants to do this. Yeah, you want to get cozy with the op because the esteem is low. A person who keep their head high would never meddle with the trash who especially wanted to see them like downfall on some shit like that. At least when I be talking my shit, I be like, I don't want to see Cardi fucked up with her kids or whatever, but I just feel like I don't like the manipulation she's added to music, and I just don't want her. Listen, you don't have to keep doing these eras. I know that these people at small numbers are asking you to come out, and they want an album and music. But listen, if you did go away, I promise you a couple of people would be mad, but it would just be like, what happened to Cardi? And it would just be like, okay. And then they would just have to focus on the ones who are really talented and not have to waste these budgets. So let's continue playing this. And I'm gonna keep responding as she's talking. So let's go.
And also, I really want to thank anybody that do their research on me and stand up for me, because a lot of people don't be standing up for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real popular to talk shit about Cardi.
That's the gaslight. She's doing her cat call. Understand this. She's doing a call out.
Because she's like crazy and she be speaking for me. And like, when I stand up for you, that's great. But when a female stand up for me, that means the world to me. So I want to give you a little bit of.
You know what the thing is? You should pay attention to how many people is doing videos like this against you and having grievances. Maybe it's some real shit that they onto. I don't think people, sometimes you got to look at the common denominator, baby. Yeah. How many people feel a way about, listen, there's people who do videos about Rihanna and shit about how they feel about Rihanna, Beyonce. It's all types of content that's being covered. I don't know why Cardi thinks she's so important, where she got to address this, but all you doing is sending endorphins in our minds. All of our bloggers who do videos like this, you just letting us know that you listening. Because again, I think she's visited this channel, and I think the video that probably caught her attention was the one about her and Ice Spice about the Met Gala, because in this conversation right here turned into fashion. Why did you go to fashion, baby? See, they don't think that you could. See, I'm telling you, I should be an investigator. I've been like this since. Why are you talking about fashion all of a sudden, girl? You talked about your come up now. You went to fashion. You saying, oh, you ain't 2015. You trying to go back to Nicki era, because maybe back then it was a little bit more classy. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you, and I ain't want to see. I be on the up and up sometimes. It was a couple people who ain't. It's hard to say it, but I would rather you to not like me. It was a couple people who ain't need to be at that Met Gala. Like, they got to keep shit classy. That's why when I did my upload, I was just like, that has its pros and its cons. It did. It has its pros and its cons. Because, yeah, I'm just going to say it like that. And a lot of people were saying that in the neighborhood talk comments as well. But when I do uploads, I don't like to go to comments because it's just too much energy and I want to focus on what I'm saying. But when I go live, I could scroll over and be like, oh, they said that, but I'm not doing that in no damn upload. It's just too much for me personally. So let's continue on with the manipulation and the gaslighting of Cardi B.
All right. I want to give y'all, I want to rewind it because I feel like my success impact y'all so fast that I don't think that y'all was with me in the 2014,
I remember it all.
2015.
I remember it all.
And let me tell you how we got started, right?
Instagram.
So I was on Love and Hip Hop. I had 2 million followers, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 million followers. Mind you, my page got deleted about 3 or 4 times because I used to pay that in my mouth. I started doing videos because I broke up with a guy that really broke my heart. I was going through it. I had like this anger towards men because, you know, I was a stripper. I was going through some shit and I was just fed up. So I used to go on my social media and I used to talk, and out of nowhere, people just started following me. I built the following. I had all y'all male rappers. I had all the male rappers following me.
So what?
I had influencers, the female influencers following me. Bitches started calling themselves hoes and all that. I even had Kardashians following me, bitch.
Okay.
I had Kardashians following me. Chris Rock used to hit me up talking about he want to make a movie about my life and everything. So boom. Then I got on Love and Hip Hop. And who got me on Love and Hip Hop was my old manager. And my old manager, he wasn't no industry nigga. He ain't no industry nigga. He wasn't in the music industry, none of that shit. He used to manage DJ Self. He was a regular nigga from Queens. I told him I want to get on Love and Hip Hop. It was hard for me to get on Love and Hip Hop. But, you know, we made a storyline with DJ Self and boom, we got in there. Before Love and Hip Hop premiere, I was working on music. My manager at the time, he said that like, yo, every single time you get in the car, you remix things really fast. You should consider doing music. I really was not with it at first because it's like I was like a little shy.
And then when she got to Love and Hip Hop, you notice I've been saying this to you. The stories with her music and Love and Hip Hop is so closely intertwined that she can make it seem as though that it was before. But I'm telling you, it seemed as though that they started to push the music more when she got to Love and Hip Hop because they needed something to keep going once the show would listen. And
then he took me to a studio. He put me a beat. He's like, write this shit. I wrote to it. I made Stripper Hole. And I need all my money makers.
And if you were so good, why did you continue to need a writer?
Bring that cash out. I bring all my in there, bring that cash out. He's like, we got to shoot a video right now for it. I'm like, all right, whatever. Before Love and Hip Hop premiere, I want to get emotional. My manager at the time told me, you need to quit stripping before this show airs out. And I told him, I don't want to tell the world that I'm going to quit stripping because if Love and Hip Hop don't work for me and these things don't work for me, I'm going to go back to the strip club because there was girls that were strippers and went on Love and Hip Hop and they said, like, you know, I'm going to they ended up going back to the strip club and the bitches in the strip clubs were making fun of them. I didn't want it to be that. But he was like, you know what? You got to believe in yourself. So I betted on myself. And I think on my 23rd birthday, I said, this will be the last day that I strip. And I told the world that this will be the last day that I strip. All right, boom. Love and Hip Hop is out. And I use Love and Hip Hop as an engine to showcase that, you know, I'm an artist and everything because people didn't really know that I was doing music. Because, you know, I was funny, but they didn't really know that I was doing music.
It was no.
So I'm showcasing that I'm an artist and this is...
You see how she intertwined that story and then she even tried to say, like, she didn't say that her and DJ Self, like, they wasn't an item. She said that we created a storyline, but she didn't flat out say that it was a lie because we don't really know. And she intertwined her musical journey at the point blank of it all is that it's not organic. He wanted you to be an artist. And then it's like, if you were so good back then, why do you have writers on everything now?
What I want to do and all that bullshit. All right, boom. So Love and Hip Hop premieres. I have a song and people are listening to it. It's charting on mass chart on Billboard, whatever the fuck. We go to a label, and they told me that they wanted to sign me for $50,000. They wanted to sign me for $50,000, and they had to finish watching because Love and Hip Hop was playing, but like it was like Love and Hip Hop hasn't finished the first season, so there was like, and we have to see your actions on Love and Hip Hop, because if you too like ratchet or if you're doing too much, we can't sign you. So my manager at the time told me like, nah, we're not gonna sign you for no $50,000 because they're already offering you $100,000 for season 2 of Love and Hip Hop for your second season. We're not gonna like, they're not gonna shortbread you. All right. So we keep going to these labels and we keep showing them that people keep listening to the Stripper Hole song, and then we put Forever Ran Down on that bitch twice, and we putting the mixtape out. It does good in numbers, but it's not good enough to get me signed. So then I finally feel like I'm about to catch my break. There's this fire-ass song that came out in New York. It's called Wait a Minute. Wait a minute. They hit me up that they wanted me on the remix with Remy Ma and 50 Cent. And let me tell you something. This is why I fuck with Remy, because I don't really know Remy like that. And when that song came out, I definitely didn't know her at all. I haven't seen her. And I keep hearing that she wanted me to be on that remix with her and everything. And I was like, oh my God, this is going to be my big break. Everybody going to hear my voice finally. So the guy that the song was, the manager at the time, they said that the remix was too long, so they had to take me out of the remix. And I was so heartbroken because I felt like that was going to be my chance. That was going to be my chance for real. But they had to take me out of it, whatever. So
I just want to say this because this wouldn't be real if I didn't. Remy was apprehensive with Cardi B with first joining Love and Hip Hop. She was just like, I don't know, but she was like, I remember she did an interview with Hot 97. She was just pretty much saying that she was keeping her distance from Cardi at that time. Yes, she did. She was just like, I don't know, people are keeping her away from me. I don't know why, whatever. But she was like, nobody knows not to do anything, with me or whatever. That was her energy on it. But like, it wasn't. So I don't know what happened. Love and Hip Hop happened. So that's when they kind of like started to, probably, or whatever happened. They got some sort of bond off of that. And it could have been in the name of her not liking Nicki, in my opinion.
My mixtape is out at the time. And I'm doing party hostings for $15,000 to $20,000. So what me and my manager put together, because a lot of these labels, they felt like, yes, she's popular, but is she only popular because she's funny and she's on Love and Hip Hop and her social media?
That's what she was getting booked for.
Listening to her music, like, yeah, there's numbers on her music and everything, but is this shit really real? So for us to show them that it's really real, the parties these promoters that was booking me to do parties, we tell them, hey, listen, instead of y'all booking us to host y'all parties, why don't y'all book performance venue so I could have mini concerts?
So even though they really wanted her for her personality, she wanted them to book her for something that it wasn't really supposed to be.
So I could have mini concerts, so I could promote my show, and we call it the Underestimated Tour.
Listen. So also, any person that has footage to the what did she say that this was called? The whatever tour. Tag me in it on YouTube because I ain't see no footage of this tour. Tag me in the Underestimated Tour because I ain't see no footage of it. This is just hearsay.
Us to host your parties, why don't y'all book performance venue so I have mini concerts, to promote my show, and we call it the Underestimated Tour. So the money that they were paying me instead of hosting, we took it to do a tour so we could record it and film it, people listening to my music and rapping my songs. So we had a couple of openers. We had Cashflow Harlem, we had Swift on Demand, we have Josh X, and we had her Celebrity opening up for me. With the $15,000 and $20,000 that I was getting paid to do these shows, that money I was paying for them to get hotel rooms, to get transportation, to get everything. But I wanted this tour to look super legit. So we went to Washington, we went to Connecticut, we went to Philly, we went to San Francisco, we went to LA. We was on area, and I was performing my whole mixtape, and there was so many people coming out. It was like 900 people. Some places had 500 people. Some places had 2,000 people coming out. And we put that all together. And let me tell you something. When we put that all together, a couple of months ago.
All right, I did YouTube it on the side. So I did find a video on the side. So yeah, there is a video out for that says underestimated. What did it say? Cardi B underestimated tour Philly. Okay, let's continue.
They wanted me for 50,000. Right? In a span of like 8 to 9 months, when we put all of that together and we showed the labels that this shit was real, that we was going to every state and everybody was rapping my music. So I ran down on that bitch twice. I pull up, like, what's up? Everything on fleek. They saw that and they saw that shit's not a gimmick. This ain't no social media shit. From state to state, people was rapping my fucking mixtapes. So I went from motherfuckers was trying to sign me for 50,000. Then it went to 500,000.
Who is she explaining this to? Why wouldn't the YouTubers feel as though that she's talking to us? Who is she explaining this to?
And then boom, Atlantic signed me for, I think, 1.2 million. All right, whatever. Now I'm signed to Atlantic, and I feel like, oh, as soon as I sign to Atlantic, things are gonna like go crazy for me. I had to hustle again. Atlantic was trying to get some of the artists on their label to do a feature with me. Guess what? Nobody wanted to do a feature with me. Nobody.
How long was Cardi B on Atlantic Records before Bodak Yellow came out? It wasn't that long. Why is she trying to make it seem like she had to struggle and strive that long? Even if they didn't do a collaboration with you, you still came out with Bodak Yellow with no feature.
Niggas
don't even make sense.
Niggas was like, yeah, let me get her number. I was like, nah, don't give niggas my personal numbers, because I was already a stripper. You know, I've been a stripper, so I feel like if somebody asking you like, hey, would you do a song with Cardi, but you want my direct number, I feel like you trying to fuck me, and I was not with it. I met my husband.
But sometimes that is true. A guy could be trying to do that to you, but sometimes they could just be trying to get to know an artist. Do you know that, like, I was watching an interview with an artist and they said that they actually like collaborations better when it goes directly through the artist and you don't got to reach out to the team, because they say it gets funny then. So you never know why somebody might have wanted to speak to you directly.
Husband, I talked to him, I showed him my music and everything. He loved it, and he was the first person in the industry to do a feature with me. My husband, he believed in me from the beginning. And, you know, I just kept telling him, like, I don't understand. I feel like I'm hustling, like I'm putting out music, all of this shit. Like, I keep going state to state, showing DJs my music. I don't understand, like, blah, 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 blah. Months later, I did Bodak Yellow, and Bodak Yellow just changed my life. It just changed my life. But it didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen because I was on Love and Hip Hop. It didn't happen.
So listen, y'all. Do you think Cardi B would be famous if it wasn't for Love and Hip Hop? Who would know about her? You see what I'm saying? Where it don't make sense. And it's bad when she constantly got to keep coming and having this conversation. Nobody would have known about you at that impact if you were not on Love and Hip Hop. Now you're trying to say it didn't happen because of Love and Hip Hop? It did happen because of Love and Hip Hop.
I did Bodak Yellow, and Bodak Yellow just changed my life. It just changed my life. But it didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen because I was on Love and Hip Hop. It didn't happen as soon as I got signed to a label. I worked for this shit. My ass for this shit. This ain't no fucking gimmick, nigga. This is fucking Cardi B. And I ain't fuck nobody. I ain't give nobody in this industry no fucking pussy, no producer, no DJ, no A&R, no CEO, no nothing. This is the big brim fucking work, nigga. Big hat work, putting work on my mama, motherfucker.
So if we ask Cardi right now, so why don't all of your features and your collaborations that come out don't do as good as the songs that come out through Atlantic? So if it's real and it's the engagement is real, I want her to answer that. And I also want to know, why is it that if the case is that people who get more and get more money, if people like them more and are listening more, why did Lotto get all of that radio play and her song still flopped and people ain't streaming and it ain't even past fucking 25 million streams on Spotify? Like, why? So no, you have to admit when the system is rigged. And this is the type of person you don't want in the seat of control, is because she would manipulate shit. To me, she's a manipulator. That's my opinion. There's always some manipulation and switch up game with her. Like, niggas don't know that shit was not real.
Know how many fucking doors was fake? You're funny. You're funny. Hey, listen.
Because that's what they knew you for. That's what I knew you for.
Yeah, we want you on your comedy. We want you on our comedy skit. We want you on the comedy skit. No, nigga, I want to be an artist, nigga. Listen to my shit.
But listen, didn't she just say that the guy wanted her to do music and she didn't want to do it? She's a conundrum. You have to literally write out or just have a good mind to remember it. She literally just said that the man wanted her to do music because he wanted to keep the buck going. This is why they was up in this whole lawsuit situation. Because when relationships end and then a person ain't getting paid and they feel like they was responsible for whatever they settled on. There was a situation where it was a situation between KSR and them. Yeah, come on. Let's not get on here and gaslight people like we don't know that this situation. You got to break this shit down like a damn book report. Stop it. Stop. I'm glad I'm not no dummy, because people will try to say shit and make you like, no, baby. No. No. What Nicki say, he ain't fucking with no dummy. Come on, you got to be on their asses. Like, who do you think that you could talk this shit to? Cardi want to do commentary so bad. Like, I know you hear this shit and you just be like, damn, they breaking my shit down. But it's just like, a lot of us be kicking that real shit when we talking about you. Like, I know that a lot of us, we do say little funny shit. You be like, oh, they hating or whatever. But I try to keep it so much to the point of what it is. I don't try to talk about her looks all the time, even though there was this video, but I can't catch my, why am I, I can't get my, I can't get the, hold on a second. My bookmarks.
How you listen to my shit? How many people I went and said?
She said, no, listen to my shit. Don't book me for being funny, but listen to my shit, even though you didn't even want to be a rapper.
That too?
She talked too much.
Know how many no's?
Now she about to talk about her jealousy of Ice Spice getting into events. This is what she talked around in this situation upcoming. Just listen to it.
I grinded for that shit, even for this fashion shit, nigga. Invested all my little money on this fashion shit because I love clothes. It was hard back then to get a front row, even at the blonde show for me. Me and my publicist, we couldn't even get in some shows.
And I ain't trying to be funny, Cardi. I ain't gonna get into one of those people who talk about your looks and how you look, but I think that when it comes to Ice Spice, I think that she has a more likable personality. She's less ratchet. And I feel like that'll probably make designers. And then she collaborated with Nicki. That was just a cherry on top. So it just put her into that. It just. That was just a cherry on top. I mean, she's likable. She's very soft and really girly and has really girly energy and stuff like that. And I think that, you know, fashion icons or fashion heads, they love that. So they like, of course we want to work with her and bring her in our brand and put her in some of the, drape her in some of the fashions. They gotta, you know, and people like Cardi too. Those, you know, certain people who have picked her. Cardi has been involved in a lot too. That's not to take nothing away from her, but it's just like, why are you talking about this fashion shit, baby? It's like you want to be known for something so bad, and people listen. She want to be known for something so bad. You know what the typical thing is? Can I ask you this question? I know that this might be a little sidebar, but it's just like, is this the normal thing for female rappers to do? Get into the game and to get into fashion. Has anybody ever got into the game and got into technology or got into anything else? I understand fashion is a big thing, but it's just like, is that just the training wheels for female rapper? You come in and then you start, you know, boom. It's just like, now she's into fashion. Like, cool. I get it. It makes a lot of sense because you need a lot of looks. And then, you know, oh shit, I got something coming up. I got a video coming up. You know, Nicki could get pieces from anywhere for video shoots, for tour, for whatever. She wears high price shit on all her tours and everything. But I'm just saying, like, those relationships are important. But has anybody ever gotten into the game and then maybe even got into technology to where something that their own technology say, like, look, I developed this app, and then now they got a way to make money outside of music. I don't know. It just seems like everybody gets in and they want to be known for fashion. Now Doja is going through this shit. You see it.
Say no bullshit, nigga. The fuck? Know how many fucking doors was closed on my face? You're funny. Hey, listen. Yeah, we want you on your comedy. We want you on our comedy skit. We want you on the comedy skit. No, nigga, I want to be an artist, nigga. Listen to my shit. How about you listen to my shit? Know how many people I went and said that to? Know how many no's I got? I grinded for that shit, even for this fashion shit, nigga.
Cardi a little red around the eyes though, like a poodle. She's just a little red around the eyes, baby. Don't be trying to talk shit to these YouTubers and you a little red around the eyes. Don't be trying to be funny.
Invested all my little money on this fashion shit because I love clothes. It was hard back then to get a front row, even at the blonde show for me. Me and my publicist, we can't even get it. Some shit trying to sneak in, like, oh, if they see us, if they see my clothes, they're gonna know. It's easier now. Females not even mad at it.
You are mad.
2017, 2016, 15.
Look at this.
It wasn't like.
I want you to dig deeper.
They see us.
I want you to think deeper when you listen to stuff, right? If my channel inspires you to do anything, think about stuff and think, what did this person say this for? Why is Cardi talking about fashion? And then that leads on to people being at fashion shows and just events and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? Why is she bringing this up if she's so blessed in all of this? You ever hear Nicki get on live and say these bitches now it's easier for them? No, Nicki just don't like when bitches is either haters, users like Megan was. See, she's so dumb that, why you ain't do this last year when Megan Thee Stallion was at the Met Gala or something like that? Why you ain't do that? Why you ain't have no energy? Now that Ice Spice is there, you got an issue with, to me, I'm taking it like that. You got an issue. Now she has an issue. So let's play this. I don't want to keep pausing it, but I have to say what I want to say.
Invested all my little money on this fashion shit because I love clothes. It was hard back then to get a front row, even at the blonde show for me. Me and my publicist, we couldn't even get in some shows. We were trying to sneak in, like, oh, if they see us, if they see my clothes, they're gonna want to know. It's easier now for females, and I'm not even mad at it.
So why you have to use that disclaimer? Why you have to use that disclaimer that you mad, and why you even bringing it up? See, you know what? This is what I love about this one content creator named Peyton that I like, because she was just like, she listened to somebody who she felt like didn't like her, and she was like, well, why would you even say that? Like, I don't think a lot of people are aware of this stuff, and Cardi is the best type of person because she's gonna spill too much, and you're gonna know exactly where she's coming from. Like, to me, it's like, come on, why would you be mad at it? Aren't you loving? And don't you want to promote to people that you're so different and that you're so different from Nicki when you actually want to be Nicki? Aren't you the one who went out there and you were so jealous of all of the love that Nicki Minaj get that you tried to start this whole controversy of kissing Nicki Minaj's ass? You wanted to pollute the fucking airways with that so people could think that they couldn't show Nicki love because it was kissing ass and how it would look to you when you're nothing compared to her. I don't give a fuck where you went state to state and performed at these bullshit shows that they booked you for your personality and you flipped it and told them you wanted to do shows. You knew it. The whole thing is manipulation. That shit don't impress me.
It's easier now for females, and I'm not even mad at it. But in 2017, 2016, 15, it wasn't like that. Now.
It was better then.
Now what I want to say though, too, right? When it comes to other female rapper success that are happening now and everything, some females are gonna come up faster than others. And a lot of people will think that it's that, oh, that's because their labels are putting money behind them.
Yes, they are. Let me tell you something. Lotto's label is mad right now that they put all that money into Lottery and that she's on tour with Lizzo right now without a fucking song on radio that nobody is paying into. If you think that the people who do business or who are in this to make money ain't mad right now, I wouldn't know what the Cardi. You think they just like spending money? You think they expected more from hot shit? They thought that they could manipulate the general public and keep playing that on radio and make people like it to the point where you'll be 2 and 3 times platinum. That's the problem with y'all. And this is what's messing up the game.
Isn't that the labels are putting money behind the girls that people are listening to?
And that's not true.
So if you feel like somebody is coming really fast and everything, that's because.
And she's responding to, you know what she's responding to? This is why I told you, like, I'm trying to give grace to other people, but she's responding to me. Because what do I talk about on this channel all the time? We was just literally talking about on here about how certain people live in this little area of the charts and how Bia's been down here for fucking forever. Where Bia at? Hold on a second. Where Ice Spice and Nicki at? Okay, they grew almost 500,000. But you see, this is how I know she tuned into me. I'm very addicting. I know that you be here. I know that you like it. I know you like it. But listen, I ain't here to demean nobody. I'm here to point out the stark differences so people can understand why things are the way that they are. This song should be getting million updates. I'll take that's 4.6. That ain't 4.7. So I can't round that off to 500,000. So that's she got 460,000 radio. Okay. Where's Bia at? Is she still even on it? Oh, Bia, damn, she's starting to fall already. Poor girl. She even at 5 million. This is sad. But see, Cardi, and this is what she's talking about when I'm doing all of this and saying how people live in this area. So where is Doechii at? Doechii +3. Okay, 220. You see what I'm saying? She's been on this chart for 92 days and she's number 92. When I told y'all that the other day, it was, oh man, Lotto Big Energy. They trying to listen. This the only song they know her for. They like, shit, we need to put some money into something. Now that got an update. That was about to be out of the top 100 of radio. So Cardi, you make it so plain to see that you listen to this channel. And nah, where is Lotto's song at that she just came out with 2 months ago with Red Ruby the Sleeve? She had a song that came out right around that time. They pulled it from radio because it was performing poorly. And you know what that means? Can I tell you this? And I don't ever want y'all to get this mixed up. Don't ever get this mixed up. A lot of you assholes, when Nicki Minaj Super Freaky Girl was out, it got massive radio play, right? But then at a certain point where it started to fall back, you got to realize even when those dummies were saying that in the fan base, they were saying like, oh, Super Freaky Girl was pulled from radio and it was still like top 7 for like weeks. And they stupid asses were saying that. No, a song being pulled from radio is what they did to Lottery and it was missing. Super Freaky Girl literally left the charts a few weeks ago. A few days ago. Literally just left the charts. So it's like, know what the fuck were you talking about when you talking about it? I don't like that shit when people, oh, it was pulled from radio. No, that song just left the charts a few weeks ago. A song that's pulled is like Lotto's. It was in the 40s and it got pulled because that shit was performing poorly. It was not getting them nowhere. Lotto was not charting behind it because it wasn't enough streams, organic people who wanted to listen to it. So even though they doused it with the radio play, it wasn't fucking enough. And you got her right here trying to gas it and make it seem like shit. Based on what she's saying, she's making it seem like people like Lotto music like that. And we don't, her new music, everything she's coming out with, she came out with that song, put it on the floor, and 2 remixes, and none of them has seen the day. None of them.
Y'all listening to them. The labels only go with who's getting the most listens, who are getting the most plays, who are people are watching more. This and that.
Can we say something without dissing Nicki? Nicki be struggling for radio play sometimes. Red Ruby the Sleeves should get way more radio play. She got 50 million listeners on Spotify right now. Her radio play should be through the millions daily on one song. Princess Diana that got a little cute 460,000 update, but if that was Cardi, I'm telling you, if Princess Diana was featuring Cardi B, that song would be getting millions updates because Atlantic would be putting the bag behind it to assure. You seen that they did that same thing with Lizzo's song with Rumors, right? They did that with Rumors, but let me tell you this. Shout out to Lizzo for being able to shake that off from that collaboration. You know, she probably thought like, oh, Cardi's on the label, do a song with Cardi. This is going to help. Who knows what Cardi was working on back then? She probably was like, okay, if this song picks up, I'll come out with my album. That didn't pick up because people not interested in hearing. Cardi's not musical. She can't do no damn song with Lizzo. You seen what happened with Wildside with Normani. They thought that was going to be a reset. And Normani, you know, you betted on the wrong bitch. So listen, let's continue this up because I got to get up out of here.
That. You cannot blame nobody for that. You can't blame no machine for that. You can't blame nothing for that. Labels are only gonna put money on people, on artists that people are listening to.
That's not true. I just broke it down for you, and this is why you got to break it down with her ass. That's not true. And listen, why they ain't put money into into her collaboration? What label did that come through? What label did that come through that soundtrack? Is it Warner or some label? But some reason I keep seeing their name affiliated with Atlantic. Maybe that was the talk about the shift with Atlantic. Maybe they're coming in, because if we noticed with that soundtrack, they didn't promote that heavily. It was just like it was out as a part of the Netflix thing. And I think they thought organically people would get into it. I'm pretty sure those people on the end of that project probably noticed some signals too through the analytics. Now they want to talk about the analytics. Ha! Now she want to talk about the analytics. Baby, I know you love the wordplay. Listen, I know you do. I know that you're here. You're here. I know you here.
And you can't hate on that. You just can't. That's why you can't hate on nobody else's come up. Because everybody gonna be like, the label's putting more money on this, the label's putting money on that. The labels is gonna put money on they do analytics. Whoever the people are listening to, they're gonna put the money behind it. So you can't hate them.
People ain't listening to Lotto. You know what it was? They had that PPP money for the Big Energy song, and they thought that was going to rush over into this song. And they started looking at their finances and said, we got to pull back. We can't put that much money into this. This ain't getting nowhere. It ain't charting. 2 and 2 ain't making 4. Don't think you listen. We think this is. Do you understand why? Based on what Nicki said years ago, she said when an artist releases something, it's people's lives like put on the line for these releases to be successful. You think they wanted Lotto's song not to be successful? They thought that the public was going to eat it up because if you don't lotto in the lottery, and she thought that she was going to come out and diss Nicki and be lit on the stage and do all of this, and all that shit backfired on that ass. Be careful. Be careful.
On it. If you want your favorite female rapper, if you want your favorite male rapper to make it, listen to their shit, promote their shit, make a fan base for them. Once the label starts seeing that they have a hard following, they're gonna follow up. You can't hate on the game. That's the game. The labels could sign your cousin. A label could sign your cousin, and nobody listens to your cousin. The labels ain't gonna put nothing behind it. A label could sign your little cousin right now. Dookie Bookie. They could sign him right now.
Of course, she had to use some sort of.
If Dookie Bookie ain't making numbers and nobody looking at this shit, they wasn't putting no money behind it. Doesn't matter if they signing on. So if you wonder why some female artists.
She's responding to me because I always talk about this. And Cardi, I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. You don't deserve that push over any other female rapper. If there's another female rapper on your label, Doechii deserves just as much push. Nicki Minaj deserves way more push than you. Tell me why ain't Red Ruby the Sleeves at 30 to 40 million on radio yet? We at 17 million. Then by the time the song been out for months, then the song is going to finally peak. And it's just like, damn, why we got to wait to get there? And all of our listeners is up across the board. She's a manipulator. And this is why I don't like her, because she tried to make it seem like she don't see that the playing field is unfair. This is why you don't want somebody like her in power, because she would manipulate. No, we need to get back to the days of real talent, real fan bases. And your fan base ain't even really that strong like that. Let's keep it a stack. It's not really that strong like that. They want her to appear like that, like it's that way. Please make sure that you stream it in Nicki Minaj Army playlist on Spotify. Make sure that you follow that. If you on Spotify, you got Spotify, type in Nicki Minaj Army playlist. And yeah, make sure that you follow that and stream them songs. So
male rappers are getting more attention than others. It's because y'all giving them the attention. And you can't be mad at that.
She thinks she's saying some shit to a dummy. Yeah. Yep. Well, I'm glad I gave you a little bit of her story,
This is my story. One day I'm gonna get a little bit more in depth, but I just wanted to remind y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to remind y'all.
Remind niggas of what? Remind them of what? So listen, please thumbs up this video if you still here. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I did the AJ reacts. Oh, I gotta do my Nicki Minaj chit chat talk. Okay, so we on Nicki page right now. Let me bring Nicki up over here. So the reason why I put grown woman in there is because Nicki Minaj was out with Brooke Bailey, and I felt like that was really sweet because I just want to tell you what I feel like who Nicki Minaj is as a person. Um, and I could tell that that day that she was hanging out with Brooke that she was really just this is what I personally vibed. I don't know what they was there for. I don't know if Nicki was recording or doing something because that was the day she was also on live. But I know everybody, you're aware of the fact that Brooke had lost her daughter. And Nicki just strikes me as one of those friends where, like, especially with Brooke, she probably, I don't know what Brooke was doing at the time, but we all know that that same day, Nicki said she was busy doing something. But Nikki strikes me as one of these friends, just follow me, like, she's doing her thing, whatever she's doing, recording, whatever. And she probably has days where she'd be like, okay, I could bring a person in, whether it's Ra Ali or whether it's Brooke or whoever. And I can imagine, like, she probably just hit Brooke up, like, girl, what you doing? Like, come over here, like, so we could do whatever the case may be, just boost her spirit up or just keep her close because, especially being a mother, I know Nikki probably, when you have a child, they say that it changes your life. And I know Nikki probably could not imagine her world without her baby. Like, even though he's only been in her world for so short of a time now, but she probably couldn't imagine her life without him, like, at all. So I think Nikki is a good friend in that way, and she probably keeps Brooke close, and just so that she can like comfort her. So that's the vibe that I get from Nicki Minaj and being there with Brooke. And I could just imagine as a friend, she's probably a really I can imagine Nikki being like the type of friend, like, you don't have anything to worry about. Like, you good. I feel like she's not that, she won't be like that type of person where you could probably like use her and get everything, but she probably would position you to be okay. Like, okay, if Brooke is into whether she's doing like makeup or clothing, Nikki would probably put her in a position where she could make her own money, like, but I don't know. That's the vibe that I give off this situation. Brooke, again, she lost her daughter. And Nikki, I just always felt like she was a good person, a good friend. And she probably just keeps Brooke close so that she could just feel loved. And, I'm pretty sure Nikki is aware of her impact of who she is. But at the end of the day, she's still a human being. So let me click on Brooke's page so you can see. Yeah, and I got sad the other day when I went to her page and just clicked on this, like, because it's like she had the pictures of when before she had her baby. Like, yo, life changes so, so, so fast in the blink of an eye. Like, um, I'm gonna share this with y'all, but I was a little upset the other day, right? You know how like so many crimes happen in between teenagers and stuff like that. So my niece was telling me, like, this girl who goes to her school, the girl is into girls, and she was like, my niece was like, well, I'm not like that. And she said the girl always tells her like how she likes her and stuff like that. Well, anyway, the girl, she has a girlfriend or whatever. This is a messy situation. So my niece, she does really well in school, and she was like how the girl who likes her, even though she's just like trying to be a nice person to her, she was just like, her girlfriend was just like, oh, she wants to fight her. And then my niece was like, oh, I went outside and I had on, like, I put my bonnet on or whatever. I said, in my mind, that sounded like somebody told you that shit. Why the fuck you going outside with a bonnet on? Like, that shit don't even make no sense to me. I was really upset with her, but I didn't even tell her yet. But it's just like, you don't realize that you're trying to fight somebody who you're not even interested in. I said, and then I try to make it make sense to her. Like I'm going to make it make sense to her. Like, this girl, what if she has a knife or something? You out here trying to fight somebody who you don't even like this girl. And I'm just like, well, if you do, you really like her? Like, if you do, that's okay. I don't care what you into. But it's just like, the life changes so fast. If you telling a person you're going to wait outside for them and you want to fight them, you don't know, especially for these love triangle situations, your life will be taken so quick over some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I know that this situation was completely different, but this is just goes to show you. Imagine me getting a call, my niece got into a fight and somebody done stabbed her in her heart or something like that over some dumb fucking situation, you know? But that's, Brooke's daughter was beautiful. I know that was just, ooh, I can't imagine. Mm. Life goes. Let me tell you something. I don't know if any of you all experienced this, but I'll tell you this, right? And it don't have me worried because I felt pain already. I felt like God was always so good to me and my family, right? Because, when I was younger, we never really dealt with a lot of deaths, but I always had this eerie feeling like something's going to happen. And it was like throughout my 20s, everybody was good, family healthy, and everything. When I got into my 30s, that's when things started to change. My grandfather died. My grandfather had a twin brother. Within a year of my grandfather dying, his twin brother died like almost the exact. He died within days of the year of my grandfather dying, right? So boom. Then my uncle, that was the first sibling of my mother, like her brother, he died. So it was just like back to back. And I'm telling you, as you get older, one thing that is expected in life is pain. And it's gonna happen because you gotta realize it's a lot of people who they've been around since you was a child. My grandfather was almost 90 years old. So yeah, it was good to see Nikki out with Brooke. I'm pretty sure she lifted her spirits. Nikki makes me feel like she's one of those friends like, oh, what you want to do? You want to, whatever it is that Brooke want to do. You want to go on a trip? You need to get away. What you want to do? You want to come stay? You want to, whatever it is, like whatever it is to keep her close, to keep her spirits high. I'm pretty sure Nikki as a friend would be there for her. So I was happy when I seen this. I really was. So yeah, I'm about to get shout out to Nikki, shout out to Brooke. I'm about to get up out of here. How long I've been up here? Ranting almost 2 hours. I feel like that was good. See, I made it. That's perfect. I'm at 1 hour and 56 minutes. That's perfect. So now I could just do the proper outro. That's perfect. 2 hours. Okay. Oh man. Look at the Philly 215. Come on, y'all niggas be pressed. Thank you. Thumbs up the video. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, yes, my niece was telling me about somebody banking her. Let's see, banking her. Some girl wanted to help, and I told her before to call the police. Damn. All right, so she too much. I forgot. We not dumb. Queen Nikki forever. Dumbass, where they pulling all the buttons behind you. All right. So she wouldn't remind me if she was putting out music and touring. She's not that big bad wolf that everyone likes to portray her as. She's a really good person. She has such a big heart. I'm glad that she's there for her. Yeah, could you imagine like losing your child on some, you know what I mean? That shit is pretty hard. And especially in a tragic way like that. I always say that when you lose a person, tragically, it's like not fair because you don't get to say goodbye or anything like that. But when you lose a person, you kind of know it. It makes it a little bit easier, even though that's bad because a person suffers. They suffer when they have one of those terminal illnesses where it's like you have a certain life expectancy. So, they got to go through whatever treatment or whatever. And that's painful. A lot of people go through like that cancer treatment, radiation. That's so painful for their body. It's serious. Like, that's probably Cardi in the chat. Exactly. Oh man, what's up? It's. Let me see. People watch how you move and crab legs been. Yeah, they watch because they intrigued by the voice. Even the niggas, they in the chat talking about are you gay, but they listening to my voice. Like niggas be pressed, they be on it. Like I'm used to that though. Real talk. So Cardi, go start your album. Exactly. They be tuned in, plugged in. It's something, trust me, ever since I was a little boy, when it was always the women, they be like, you have a nice voice. Every time they be like, ooh, like every time I would go and I would be in the car with my mom and say she was ordering something. I would roll down the back seat and be like, boom, boom. They be like, you got a nice voice. Don't tell no little boy no shit like that. And I've heard that my whole life. So I know it keeps a lot of people here. They hear talking about like, was your grandfather gay like you? But here you hear listening to my voice. So what is it that you like over here? What the fuck do you like? These niggas be weirdos. They be liking you from the fucking from the fucking bushes. Like it'd be weird shit. Weird. Let's see. You do have a soothing voice. Thank you. I'm very aware of that too. So listen, this is your boy LaRon, female rap elite. Let me know what you think in the comments if you catch this broadcast after. Let me know what you think about Cardi B trying to come out and like, who do you think she was talking to? Like, I feel like she's talking to bloggers in general who do cover her. And, you know, she was trying to like send a signal like, oh, shout out to Damaris. Man, we hip hop heads, the people who talk about music, most of us love music, and this is why we break it down the way that we do. You can't be mad at it. You know, Cardi B, you do have money behind you that pushes you to make you look a certain type of way. I feel as though that if your projects was done the same way that they rolled out that soundtrack through Warner or whoever that was, we would see a lot of different things across the board, and it would be a whole nother discussion. It would be a whole nother discussion. You can't say that Nicki Minaj, Red Ruby, The Sleaze or you can't say that it's not organic. Like, we ain't getting no major radio play by that with that on the charts. 10 weeks going on. What? We ain't getting no major radio play. So why does she deserve that above everybody else? And then she try to manipulate like it ain't. It's like it's not that. And then it's like, oh, if you got the listeners, okay. So Lotto got the listeners. Why she get 20 million in radio within 2 weeks, but the song still ain't do good? Because they betted on it and they thought that it was going to do something. She's listen. I don't even know if Doechii gonna. Hopefully Doechii will make it to 20 million and beyond. But shit. You got to struggle and strive while these other people just get shit thrown at them because in theory, they want you to think that they're more popping. When I tell you this, right, they had to change up the playing field. They was like, okay, Nicki's star is so bright. We have to do a way to suppress her. So if she does good on all other platforms, we have to make the other ones look like they're just as good. They ain't want Nicki leaving them in the dust no more. They had to find a way to suppress her. So radio is the point. It's like we could do good and show the signals. We going on three weeks on Princess Diana. We going 3 weeks on Princess Diana on on Billboard, and it's still no Princess Diana on Billboard, and then also today's top hits. 3 weeks on that. So it's like people is streaming it, but I feel like we still deserve so much more. I don't know what you would call it in that matter, but I definitely know there's something going on. I looked on YouTube to underestimate your low budget. I looked on YouTube to underestimate your low budget, but it doesn't exist. What? Oh, tour budget. Because the shine was icy, not hers. Okay. So listen, I'm about to get up out of here. I hope that all of y'all have a great day. We need to talk about Lotto saying in Vlad interview she doesn't identify as either black or white. Oh, let me bring this up also. My bad. Let me go back to Nicki. You said the tour talk. I hope that this is not. I'm gonna pause this though, because I don't want to. So Nicki, she posted this yesterday, and she said, "Dear Barbs, if I were you, I'd be saving for the next tour. Y'all ready?" Yes, we ready. Yes. Are you ready? I know that I'm ready. I've been talking about Nicki going on tour for a minute. I said that Nicki needs to go on tour with Ice Spice. Ice Spice is buzzing right now as a female rapper. She would be a good addition to the show. Let me know who you think Nicki should go on tour with as far as a male rapper, though. What male rapper that you think that is really good that you could see her going on tour with? You think she would bring YoungBoy? I don't know how that would be. You think YoungBoy, that would be a good mixture for Nicki on tour? Let me know what you think. So anyway, this is your boy LaRon, Female Rapper League. Again, before I get up out of here, make sure that y'all following that Nicki Minaj Army playlist on Spotify. Follow and stream the songs. Also, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification. Let me know what you think in the comments about anything that I discuss. And
It's mad that they nachos. Shout out my vatos. Shout out the hoes that's. It's mad that they nachos. Shout out my vatos. Shout out the hoes that's watching me like my vatos. Click.